You are listening to ZTO Radio.
I think we should just probably enlist all of you sane, competent gun owners to go out and shoot all the crazy people before they get a hold of guns.
You guys seem to know who the bad guys are, so go get them.
ZTO TV Podcasts. Shitty podcasters trying to be Howard Stern.
Welcome to ZTO Radio. I am Frank, and with me today is...
Asher Gemini, Mass Murder Media.
There we go. I like that. You're right on it.
Yes.
I want people to say their name so that people know what your voice sounds like.
Yes.
Because if you're just listening to this, a lot of people don't pick up on that. That's good. Of course, you've been doing stuff on YouTube and stuff lately.
Yeah.
So you're getting into the mix.
I did some music video reaction videos.
Yeah, I saw that. If you don't, you don't probably have your own unique ID yet, right? It's some sort of weird number to get to your YouTube.
Yeah.
Just look up Asher Gemini on YouTube. It's pretty easy to find. I mean, you'll see all kinds of shit because you've had multiple albums that have come out. So those have been posted up, and there's a lot of stuff. I mean, you're easy to find, which is a good thing in the YouTube generation.
Yeah, I wanted something that there was no mix-up. For the longest time, I went as Asher.
Right.
Then, of course, what do you think when you first hear Asher? Asher Roth.
Roth, yeah.
Which it pisses me off about that guy.
Were you before him?
Because my grandma's maiden name is Roth.
Oh, wow.
And my grandpa's maiden name is Asher, so I feel like he stole my name.
Now, are you a fan of Asher Roth?
I love college. That's it. Yeah, but that's my goal, is at least be a one-hit wonder.
He does have... I'll be honest, I have... what's that? The Bread Isle album? Tales from the Bread Isle or something like that. It's like the album cover is like him laying on bread. It's really weird, but it's good. I mean, he definitely pulls from Eminem. Like he's got some of the same, but you are completely different. You have your own style. I feel. Thank you. Even in the region of Ohio, you have your own sound, and Mass Murder Media also has its own kind of sound.
Music to murder too, definitely.
Yeah. But
that's definitely what I wanted to do. Like as of right now, I'm creating music now, and I'll try to stay away from everything else.
Yeah.
Because I don't want no side influence coming in.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so
you definitely have your own sound. The thing about I don't think a lot of people appreciate Ohio hip hop like they should. Because there is different lanes, you know. You guys have your own sound, and then we work with High Life Records. They have their own sound. There's a lot of different hip hop. I've actually throughout this episode, I couldn't find some of the tracks that I let you pick all the music.
Absolutely.
I couldn't find all of the tracks, so I put in some stuff that I like, you know, to fill it out a little bit.
Definitely.
But overall, it's all your picks, all stuff showcasing Mass Murder Media and your situation. Let's go ahead and get into some music right off the bat. We got 2 songs from you. We got one from what is it? Gemini. 2 from the album Gemini. It came out in 2012. Up first, we have Angels and Demons, and that features copy imitation of Music to Murder 2. And then we have Broken Wings. Can you tell me anything about those?
They're my 2 favorite from the Gemini project. The Gemini project, it's like being referenced to the Gemini project.
Right.
It's about that's when the Ohio State hat first came in.
Oh yeah.
It was backwards with the your Gemini in the mirror. So it did that.
You had 2 different images on the album cover. One of them seemed a little bit more
hip hop mainstream.
Hip hop mainstream, and the other one was more of a like, this is what I'm screaming at you, kind of thing. Like more of this is my message kind of thing.
So that was really important. That makes it very happy. I like that project based on the cover alone.
Right.
Angels and Demons, I thought I was more lyrically on point. It actually has 4 verses in it.
Right.
And I was just like, man, how am I going to top this? You know?
Right. That's a good mentality to have. That puts a higher bar every time that you put a release out. And I think that most people should do that. I don't think there's enough self-reflection. Like, I could do that better next time or whatever. And, like, no matter how good the thing is that comes out, you got to keep trying to do better. You know?
Yeah, by the time I release a new album, I'm sick of it.
Right.
You know, I'm like, oh, good.
Well, yeah, you've been pushing
now you want me to perform it? Oh, man.
Well,
I've been,
hey, man.
everyone in my house, my daughter's
and I'll tell you what,
She-
I got to give you props. When you came in here, you did the Gromy show. You came in with Unrated. You did a live performance, and you did it to a just raw track. There was no vocals on it, and I was like, that is so uncommon now.
It's hip hop.
There's
old school.
There's so many people that want to come in with a track that has vocals on it already, and it's so hard to make that seem natural or real.
I don't understand why you sell tickets.
Well, yeah,
to
exactly. You might as well be
like
lip
that.
syncing or something.
That's karaoke.
Yeah.
Might be good at your buddy's house. And
Right. You want that raw feeling, and that's what you brought to the show when you came and performed, and I appreciate that a lot.
And the two songs that they're about to hear, Angels and Demons, is more of the grunge underground vibe, and Broken Wings is more of a hip hop vibe.
Yeah,
More mainstreamish type.
Yeah,
type vibe.
check these songs out, and we will be right back with more discussion. All right, we are back on ZTO Radio. I've got Asher Gemini here in the co-pilot seat. What did I want to talk to you about? Oh yeah, Kanye West. I got to ask you about Kanye West and what you feel about him. Because
Gotta hit him with the
he
Kanye.
recently wanted to change his name to Christian Genius Billionaire Kanye West. Now this kind of
That's the first I've heard of it. That's the first I've heard of it, and it does not
it,
surprise
it doesn't surprise you because he's been doing like Bible studies for years at this
Now,
point.
let's just think about it. And he has been gospel
Right. Which
over
is
the
fine.
years.
Totally fine.
One foot in, 1 foot out.
Right. I think he's both feet in now.
Yeah, for now. And I talk to people, and it seems like they're under a scope, if you will. Kim Kardashian wanting to be a lawyer or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
People are like, oh, look. Well, what are you doing?
I mean, Kim Kardashian being a lawyer makes sense. Her dad was a lawyer.
Yeah, no. See, I didn't know that either. See, I don't even keep up.
The Kardashian family, the lineage, starts with her father, who made all the money, and he was a lawyer on the O.J. Simpson case. So, it makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But overall, Kanye West is a little bit crazier than a Kardashian.
Now, I like College Dropout.
Right.
That was...
That's the album everybody
that
enjoys.
I jumped on board with. And then I loved the Life of Pablo. That was nice. And then he went and...
What about 808s? How do you feel about that?
See, I don't think I really...
That's where he kind of delved into the emo kind of situation.
Yeah, I don't think I really gave that a chance.
It was different. I've felt real weird about Kanye West for a long time. He is good at music.
He's a genius. Definitely.
In music.
He's crazy.
He is not a genius in life or generally just existing.
And he really, that stop sign fucked him up.
Yeah, right.
When he ran into the stop sign. Damn.
Whenever, this is the thing that made me think he was completely crazy, was whenever Dave Chappelle did that benefit for Dayton.
Yep.
Dayton had a shooting, crazy weird shooting. Dave Chappelle said, he lives down in that area.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to do a big thing. Brought Kanye, this is what I assume happened. Dave Chappelle said, hey Kanye, you want to come in, do a little something for this thing? And he's like, yeah, I'll come and do a sermon. And he's like, whoa. All right, whatever, man. Like he probably just he was like against it, but he was also like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, whatever's clever. But yeah,
that's basically how I feel. Whatever you want to do to better your life, though. You know, he lost me when he did a song with Lil Pump in the big suit. You're such a
That was weird.
Oh, I love it.
That was weird.
I was like, Kanye, what are you doing? That was right after J. Cole and Lil Pump had a little beef. And what J. Cole did was pretty much father-son them sitting on the couch on the interview.
Right.
And I thought that was cool, but I don't know.
Weird.
He's very unpredictable.
Yeah,
A lot of Christians are like, I'm not buying it.
It reminds me of. It's so funny how some of these artists want to change their name like so much. You've had Puff Daddy has changed his name 500,000 times. I don't even know what he's called now.
Sean Combs.
Yeah, and then who was before that was changing their name? Old Dirty Bastard, because he was Dirt McGirt. He was Sweet Baby Jesus for a while, which is a crazy jump. I'm Old Dirty Bastard. Now call me Sweet Baby Jesus.
That's just pretty much saying you can just be named anything and you're just going.
Yeah.
There was a period in hip hop where Eminem could have said anything.
Oh yeah.
And people would have been like, yes, stick a turbo in your ass, do it too.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm behind it. Like, whoa, wait, hang on.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Eminem's one of those guys that I don't even. I appreciate him 3 albums deep. Totally. After that, I don't know.
Showing off now.
There's a lot of weird stuff. Although, I'll tell you what, the last release I heard from him and who did he collaborate with?
Jordan Lucas, maybe.
No.
Or Royce the 5'9".
It was.
Or girl.
It was the last music video he put out. Had Chris D'Elia in it. Oh, God, I can't. It wasn't even Eminem in the video. It was a murder. The song was called Murder. Who was with him on
Logic?
that? That's it.
Yeah.
Logic, Eminem. I was, you know what? I never knew Logic was a white dude. I'll be honest. I don't know why I didn't know he was a white dude. I guess I'm not used to that sort of white dude rap.
Yeah.
Because he's like very aggressive, very fast, a lot like Twisted or something.
It's not like Lil Dicky where you can be like, that's my guy.
Yeah, you can see
voice
it. There's and I don't think that you fall into that category at all. Like there's this new sort of emo kind of rap.
Smart guy rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of very, you can tell it's a white dude.
Yeah.
But Logic, I was forever, I had listened to it since he came out, and I never saw a video, I guess. I was just listening to it on Spotify or whatever. Did not know until I saw it, and I'm like, wow, that blew my mind. But anyways, let's get into more music here. I've got a song from a dude, we did a video for Josh Odious, it's called Trash Mouth. Check that out. And then Boombox Poets from Kentucky, they're coming on the Grommy show next month. Check it out. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back on ZTO Radio. I am Frank. We've got.
Master Gemini.
That's
Master
right.
of the media. What's unknown?
Yeah, I don't even have to introduce him. That's great. But I wanted to know what inspired you to make your short film, Put 'Em Down.
Okay.
Part one. I assume there's at least one more part to come, but.
Yeah, so a buddy of mine who was out in the country, shout out to Cody Fields, about 5 minutes away from my house in Ridgewood now.
Right.
And we was just sitting in the backyard and this back field, and I'm sitting here like, man, I want to do a music video out here. I need to do some visuals. I haven't done any visuals. He's like, yeah, man, we can do it. We can do it. And then we started talking about it, and then I was like, well, let's do a short film / music video and do it together. And then we kept talking, then it was like, no, we're just going to do a short film.
Right.
You know, because
that's the way things work.
Yeah, okay, so no, we're going to do a short film. We start writing the script, and we, referenced putting his brother, which is his real brother, in it. Putting him down, we'll put him down.
Right.
And he's like, ooh, okay, there's the title. Put him down, so yeah, that's nice. So then I created a Facebook group that's still out there if anyone's interested in me in a short film or a music video, or just helping out.
You got a lot of people involved. That's what I noticed was that it's very hard to get people involved in projects.
Well,
like
how do
that.
you do that?
Yeah,
You make it fun for them.
Yeah, you
make
have
them
to.
want to
There's
be
no
a
other
part of
point.
it, because they're not going to do it unless you're paying them. And well,
Right.
and
And you got some money for that.
And that's a no budget film.
Oh yeah.
I actually rented the high-powered Dell computer and used a free software at Film Express online
Really?
and did that. Yeah,
You edited the whole thing yourself.
yeah. Edited, shot, acted.
Wow.
My girlfriend was the blonde that got. Well, no, she was dark hair.
Yeah. I
She was
did
dark
change
hair
it.
then.
The one that you unveil from behind the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she got eaten by the bunch of kid zombies, which was cool.
Right. Yeah.
And that was one thing I was worried about. Like, hey, we're gonna be killing kids in this.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
gonna be.
Yeah. What do you do about that?
Yeah.
That's a weird situation. But yeah, I watched it a couple times to prepare for this, and I was astonished at how good the quality of the acting was.
Me too.
Especially from Jump Street. You start out with somebody pulling up to a marathon, or it's a gas station certified,
Yep.
and just commitment.
Mhm.
That's very hard to
Set
get.
the bar.
Yeah,
And we didn't shoot that first.
really.
Yeah, so we shot that. I think that might have been our first real acting that
Right.
we needed. And when they killed it, even the kids started crying, which
Yeah.
is my stepdaughter Mariah.
Right.
So,
I was watching it with all that in mind. I'm like, these are probably people he knows
yeah.
in his real life.
Yeah.
And I was like, they are really putting it all out there. And we've done a couple short films, but I've never had that much commitment to anything. And I'm like, wow, man. Like, there's always, because everybody I've ever worked with, there's always been this like, just note of this is still a fake thing.
Yeah.
And you like the screaming and the reaction was real as shit. It felt like a
And that
serious
was my
situation.
future mother-in-law that was driving.
Oh,
so this
yeah.
was all related pretty
Right.
much. So when they did that, I was like, oh.
And you'll never forget that. That's the
No.
best part about doing. Anybody that hasn't done a short film or anything, I always advise it because it gives you a weird memory. Like no one will ever have that except for the people that were involved, and it's kind of a little magical thing that.
And that's the reason to join that Facebook group, Cast of Asher Gemini Films.
Yeah, be a part of it. I mean, because I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah.
The way you ended the first part was so
Anything can happen.
jarring, kind of like you don't know where it's going to land, and it could literally go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I wish you luck on whatever happens next.
Yeah, we are writing the second one now.
Yeah, it's
We're going to start shooting probably in February once the snow. We need
right.
some.
And I thought you handled everything that I wouldn't know how to handle. As like, how did you when you did the audio when you were outside
Like,
and you're talking? How did you get such a clean cut of the audio? Because from my experience, short films, you got to have a boom operator or you have to have a mic somewhere close to the person where it's not obvious. It's a weird thing that no one ever thinks about.
touchy. Yeah.
Whenever you watch a movie, you're like, oh yeah, it's just that's the situation. You never think about like the
Is it
technical.
raining?
Yeah.
Is it raining?
Yeah, you never think about what sound issues there might be or how you get that dialogue.
Semis driving by.
Right. Yeah.
So we actually cut 2 versions of that.
Mhm.
We cut one out at the property. It's off 31.
Right.
And
yeah.
semis in the background. I said, guys, we can't have that.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to Marysville, out in the way out there in the middle of nowhere, where we walked back, had a campsite there where we didn't have no traffic. So you got to be aware of that. My only advice for anyone that's doing dialogue, because dialogue's
Right.
funny even filming too.
Oh, yeah.
We had 2 cameras. We had my Canon Rebel T6 on the tripod. It was raining, so we had to put a sweater over top of it, but can't block
Right.
the
The
light.
stuff you figure out when you're in the
It's
moment.
ridiculous. And then we had a GoPro.
Right.
That's how we was able to cut. And then when I was editing it, which was like, whoa, a lot of people committed to this and
Yeah.
really gave their all to it.
Yeah, you want to put the best thing
Do
out.
not mess it up.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
And so I used the audio from the GoPro, which was like kind of right by both of them,
Right.
and just use that, cut the audio from. Dude, I put probably 80 hours.
I
in
feel you,
editing.
man. Every time I have to do anything like that, I'm like, what can I do? They're like when you run across an issue that you don't notice until you're in the editing process, and you're like, wow, what the fuck? And then I'm sure that at one point or another, you're like, well, maybe we could just go in and do the lines of dialogue.
Go to the studio, right?
Yeah.
But then okay, well,
That's
Josh,
weird.
that's 50 an hour.
Yeah.
Now you're going to take some people that's never really been on a mic. You're
Yeah.
really asking a lot from your
Yeah.
free actors that are your friends
Right.
and family.
Which they've already spent that much time.
Yeah,
You know.
we tried to make it cool. We tried to cook out for them.
Right.
And they ended up, the night scene
Yeah.
we shot day 3, the ending. Then I was putting it together. I was like, oh no, we have them semis, we're going to have to reshoot. That day, with the night scene, that was a 12, 13 hour shoot. We
Right.
got the wood scene of Rusty getting bit. But we showed up at the location at like 6:30 in the morning and
Right.
left there at
That's
10
what
or
you have to
11.
do.
Yeah.
And I think that anybody that, like, whenever I see a thumbs down, like, because there was one thumbs down on your
Yeah,
YouTube.
he was actually running his mouth.
Was
He said, obviously, none of these actors went to acting school. And I said, you're right, they didn't.
Right.
And I deleted it because I didn't. Because I had people that really put their heart into
When
it.
you see one thumbs down, I'm always like,
Hey,
what is that dude's fucking problem?
Yeah.
Because he's clearly never tried to do anything creative
Yeah.
himself. It's so
Yeah,
hard
no,
to
he
do
didn't.
anything in a short film. Whether it's, 3 minutes or 15 or, it doesn't matter. It's very difficult.
I'm super petty on
Right.
when it comes to trolls. I'll go ahead and I'll let it get to me a little bit, but then I went on his page to see what he
Yeah.
had. Maybe he's a
Maybe he
film
created something
director,
himself.
right?
Yeah.
And I could be like, oh man, you're
No,
awesome.
because those people would never do that.
No.
They wouldn't.
He didn't even have his own content.
Exactly.
He just had a playlist.
Yeah.
I was like, trolling. I trolled on him. Hey, well, that's crazy. You don't have your own content. One subscriber, share my video to your one subscriber.
You have no right to judge a short film unless you've tried to make one.
Yeah.
And no one that's made one would ever judge one in a negative fashion like that. And it's crazy to me because you guys tackled some issues like low lighting and stuff that I was like, man, that's hard stuff to deal with. The audio with the rain, like I told you, and all this.
Yeah.
It's just,
The censor dirt.
yeah.
I didn't know there was such thing as censor dirt.
The,
And I don't know if you noticed it or not, but when I edited it, I about had a, even asked my girlfriend about had a heart attack. How do you get rid of this dot right here?
Yeah.
And it only showed up during the darker scenes, and I'm just, once I seen it,
right.
that's all I can look at.
Well, yeah.
And
And that's the thing, when I release a video, there'll be one little stupid thing that I'm focused on. I'm like, it sucks. It
that
sucks.
just throws it all off.
And then I find because a lot of stuff I do is live music or something. If I see one little thing that's wrong, I apologize immensely to the artist or whoever. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I
don't know.
almost said something,
Yeah.
but I just kind of set back because I had some people in my ear saying, "Well, I didn't even notice it."
Yeah, most people won't notice that
How
stuff.
are you? Are you watching?
that's
Or are you on your phone?
That's the thing. Most of the time, I'll say something to somebody and they don't even have any idea. I'm like, I'm so sorry that because a lot of my problems are I'll have a band and then somebody won't be in frame. And I'll be like, I'm so sorry I didn't get you in frame because I know drummers are hard to get into a frame on a video or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't get you in there. But with a short film, it's completely like. It's all your mind, it's all in your head what is wrong with it.
And I wrote a storyboard.
Yeah.
Threw that out immediately.
Oh,
I
yeah?
just went with it.
Yeah.
And that was my downfall, I think.
Right.
And not too much. I learned a lot. And
You will.
we have
Every
a good.
time you do.
We have a good team. We had 3 makeup artists.
Right.
We had
That's
just
one thing I
really
wanted to
good
mention to you.
team.
That shit looked great.
Yeah.
It was like we have our own makeup artist that we do for but you did for your first film out.
Yeah.
You did some.
I
good
didn't
stuff.
have nothing to do with
Right.
makeup. as my girlfriend.
Really?
And
Well,
2 other ladies.
there she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surprised myself.
It was very good. There was and a lot of emotional stuff in your short film too that I was so far away from, like the brother stuff and the he was shooting, got to put his brother down and all that stuff. I never would have touched that on my first short film just because I'm too nervous. But you handled it well. I mean, I thought for a first outing, very good. I always like to see more people put out stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
but
Prior to shooting and writing, we just looked at what else is out there in our category of what we're doing, and there's some altered. They have a lot of great short film, horror short films.
Yeah.
And in the future, I would like to step out of a zombie horror film and maybe make a devil or
oh really?
Witchcraft. I mean, how
Yeah.
easy would it be?
Yeah,
Me and you could definitely
Oh, yeah, we could put some
collab
stuff- we
with
could-
some
we could
Blair
totally
Witch
do-
shit.
You can
All we
totally
gotta do
do
is
some
just
cool
find a
stuff.
good
The hardest thing
location.
about short film production is finding locations, finding people that are willing to do it, because
do
it
it
is a
right.
weird thing to ask somebody to do. People who haven't acted, which is literally everybody in our pool of resources.
Yeah.
To ask them to do something, especially an emotional scene or something where they're yelling and screaming, they're always going to be looking at the camera most of the time. But you managed to capture.
That was the number one rule.
Yeah.
Do not look at the camera.
Well, you did it, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into some more music here. We'll check out we'll check out a little clip from the movie, and then we'll get into some more music from you. We've got. I guess this is doesn't have you on it. Jay Wicked and Unrated
Yes.
with Cut You Down, and then we do have you coming up with Fool Ya from Street Dreams 2010.
Yes.
That's almost
classic.
a decade out, man.
I recorded that myself.
Really?
In the closet. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. The very first set of songs.
And did you re-release it later on or something?
It was a re-release, just basically.
Just to get it back out there again.
That new cover and because I changed my name a few
Right,
times.
yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
went from a lot of people wouldn't know this Born Identity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that was when I was in fresh out of high school.
Right.
Once we get to name names, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
check this out and we'll be right back. Welcome back to ZTO Radio. Since we talked about your horror short, what are some of your favorite horror movies?
Yeah, I'm hanging out
I
sometimes.
love
Not
songs.
like dummies.
That was right off Rip. Dawn of the Dead.
The
It's
original.
very nice.
Yeah.
Maybe because of my experience. I liked it that it was at a mall. I think the later one was at the mall.
Yeah, the remake was at a mall too. I don't know if it was the same mall or not, but
That would be cool.
they do. I knew that they do show that movie at that mall, and you can like kind of walk around and stuff.
That's cool.
But I think it's a completely different setup.
I was in Marion Mall. Well, you know, back in the day when malls were actually still
Yeah, the Marion Mall used to be a cool mall.
Yeah, yeah. And then we got out of watching it, and it was just
Going
dead.
Right.
And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Went out back to the
Right.
parking lot. We used to own a car in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So it had that post-apocalyptic vibe to it. So I think that watching it and that experience kind of made that part of like, oh, I like that movie. Evil Dead, the first one,
Yeah.
not the second one.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
didn't
the
like it.
ones. You didn't like the
Okay.
comedy coming in.
No, that was funny. That guy in the glasses got fucked up.
Yeah.
But how are you going to do a remake?
Oh, you're talking about the remake.
Yeah,
Not the
I'm
not,
talking about
not
the
Evil
80s.
Dead Part 2.
No, I'm doing the very first one.
Right.
How are you going to remake it and
See-
not have the pencil in the ankle? That was
Yeah,
my
that
best.
is
That
true.
was.
The way I
With
look
the
at remakes,
technology and everything, you ain't going to have the pencil. That just ruined it for me.
the way I look at remakes, especially with Evil Dead, that the Evil Dead, they won't be able to do it again. I don't know. The first Evil Dead, the original one, didn't have Ash as a set character, really. He was just kind of a dude.
Yeah.
He didn't come into being like Ash until 2 and then Army of Darkness, and he was like having those catch lines and all that stuff. So the remake was fine with me. You do have a good point though. Why didn't they have that in there? And they did kind of with that scene with the blood rain was weird.
Too much.
The scene with that the guy getting stabbed in the face with the syringe.
That's cool.
That is crazy.
In the eyes.
And I think that if that would have been the original Evil Dead that we saw back in 1980, whatever the hell it was, I think we would have been like,
people then probably would have lost it.
Yeah, if that version would have came out then, we would have been like, I don't even know what films are anymore.
Yeah.
Because that would have blown everything out of the water. But you're right. You're right.
Gotta have the pencil.
They had everything else. Why didn't they have that?
Exactly.
They had the basement. They
I
had
like the car on the arm and pulling his arm, tearing his arm apart to get free. That was cool.
Yeah. I get hung up on stupid shit in horror movies though, because in that one, at the beginning of it, they dump a bunch of heroin in the well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, isn't that their water? Isn't that the only water they have? But but then my friends were like, stop thinking about water. I'm like, I always think about water in horror movies,
right?
Because like you need that shit. You gotta have like.
And how easy is water? Can water be contaminated?
Right, and that all comes from me watching like Survivor and all those stupid shows. Naked and Afraid especially, because they always got to like boil their water and shit.
I would not. You're not. I'm going to have to leave there a millionaire. If I'm going to be swinging in the forest with mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, they don't get paid. They don't. There's no big thing on Naked and Afraid. It's just pride, I think, for the most part. And then I heard they get.
You just got West Nile on your penis.
Yeah, I heard they get like.
Great.
Like $2,000 or something. Still, you're naked on TV and you are at your worst. You're yelling at people.
Mm-hmm.
I know I wouldn't handle it very well.
No, and then last horror movie, unrated, beat me to this movie. From Music to Murder to.
Yeah.
Brain Damage.
Oh, is that?
Where it's that slime creature alien that will attach itself to the back of the host's neck.
I haven't seen that in so
long. And shoot him with heroin type liquid.
Right.
But then when he gets high and he's hallucinating, he wakes up to find that guy ate this person's brain.
It's been a long time since I've seen that. That's like a classic.
1980s. Yeah. That right there, I think, is that and They Live.
Yeah.
I
think
that my top two.
People that are growing up now will never have the thing that I had and you probably had, where you go to the video store and you're like, what the fuck is this thing? And you just grab it and you're like, whatever.
Now everything's like Netflix.
Yeah, and Netflix is really, if you don't like something, you can just turn it off. It's not like back in the 80s, 90s, where you'd rent something. And you're like, I either gotta watch this shit or fucking not watch anything. So, yeah.
Definitely.
But let's get into some more of your music here. I got My Mike and Me. That's you and Unrated.
One of my favorites, yes.
And R.I.P. Homie.
Nice.
You want to talk a little bit about those songs?
Yeah. My Mike and Me was me and Unrated. That one was probably the easiest song to write. And usually what I'll do, say if we're making a song together, I'll give you the instrumental and then I'll go my own way and you go your way. Then we'll come together. What do you got? Okay, I got this. Let's maybe.
Do you do that over the internet, or is that?
Or that's usually how it would work, right?
Right.
Or I would have a complete song with just a verse empty, like, hey, go ahead and jump on that.
Yeah.
But with me and him, and it's the only time it's ever done, it was off the Family Ties EP. We actually sat together and wrote our own stuff out, and then just bounced ideas off of each other for the hooks. And
that's a good way to do things.
It was so fun. I had so much fun making that, so that's why I put that on the list, because that's one of my favorite projects. And then R.I.P. Homies, it's a true story. An old friend of mine, life, right?
Right.
Just accuse me of stealing or something. Like, come on, man.
Oh,
You've known
yeah.
me since 8th grade. You know I don't steal nothing. Come on. But he wasn't in the right state of mind.
Yeah.
So I had to pretty much say, you know, he was like a brother to me. So when you lose that rank, you go to a homie.
Right.
You know, we're not enemies, but we're just not tight like we used to be now.
Yeah, that happens to everybody, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But we'll be right back and check it out.
Yeah. Mass murder media.
Some say it's diaphragm, coil, and magnet. My mic's my partner in a life that's tragic. When kids are taught not to question their classes, and fascist bastards manipulate masses. I stand behind this mic of mine and close my eyes to this life of crime. Cause if you consume, you become intertwined. And that's not the legacy I want to leave behind. I'm a seeker searching for what's on the other side. That's go right like time might die tonight, allowing you to find what's inside of my mind and to feel what I felt back when I was alive. The music's my mantra, the stage is my shrine. So don't cry if I die, I say goodbye in my rhymes. Instead dry your eyes, stay strong inside. Know I'm forever and that I'll be alright. Me and my mind decide one piece. It flows through the microphone when I speak. Together we achieve what seems out of reach. Just my microphone and me. Me and my mic decide world peace. It flows through the microphone when I speak. Together we achieve what seems out of reach. Just my microphone and me.
Take a step back, take a deep breath. Be careful with your time, cause next time there's less time left. Which means fitting where you're fitting and getting why the getting is good. Cause here in the jungle we're packed full of cages. America looks like a huge overpacked zoo, while the government plays zookeepers. Who needs this? I can't paint a pretty picture, so just my mic and me. My mic and me don't tell no lies. Why? I keep it real, motherfucker. Rappers lying to they mic like they're cheating on their wives. Why? Keep it real, motherfuckers. I'ma keep it 100 till I rest in peace and dream of world peace. Fake friends are gone, so throw it in the box when I leave. Just my microphone and me.
Me and my mic decide world peace. It flows through the microphone when I speak. Together we achieve what seems out of reach. Just my microphone and me. My mic decide world peace. It flows through the microphone when I speak. Together we achieve what seems out of reach. Just my microphone and me. Why do I feel the way that I do? What makes me so different from you? Why are we in conflicting points of view? And what's essence in me is essence in you. Why do I feel the way that I do? What makes me so different from you? Why are we in conflicting points of view? And what's essence in me is essence in you.
My heart beats to a snare and a kick drum.
Music's my life, mass murder's my mission.
Trying to right in a world full of
In
victims.
search of the right, this dark detention.
Cut from the same cloth, different prisons.
Spitting this wisdom and hoping you'll listen.
I don't wanna have it all, just let me keep my visions.
So me and my mic making a difference. Me and my mic decide world peace. It flows through the microphone when I speak. Together we achieve what seems out of reach. Just my microphone and me.
Tell you blue, I'm pouring some more liquor out for another man that fell victim to a trifling bitch's sickness. God's my witness, never trust shit again. Loyalty only comes in blood, judge the thickness. Fuck fake friendships. R.I.P. homie. New walk, new life. I'll remember family when I cross over. R.I.P. homie. I feel like I put my own dog to sleep. Blow smoke in the air and keep going.
Alright, well, let's wrap this show up. I want to know what's up next for you. What's up next for Mass Murderer? What's going to happen?
Alright, well, I'm currently working on...